Freaking out.
Jelly.
He's so sad.
Oh my god.
Hello and welcome to Taskmaster Unauthorized Quarantine Edition. Over the past several months, I've had my assistant mail out various tasks for our contestants to complete and keep a record of just how they did at them. Now, it's time to take a look at that record, judge them harshly, and declare one winner. So, without further ado, let's meet those contestants. They are ALLISON FRASCA, Christine NASSAR, Dominic RUSSO, Max Ash, and Naomi CALHOUN. I'm your Taskmaster, Drake AMENDOLA. I'm joined by my assistant, the birthday boy himself, Little Lip Romano.
Yay!
Now, Phil, before we go any further, I notice you seem to have quite an elaborate setup there with lots of knickknacks and such. I don't have anything here, yet I am the Taskmaster. What's up with that?
These are all the, like, a bunch of gifts I've gotten for you over the years. These are all the ones that you've told me to return or throw out, which I said I did, but I actually kept them because I thought one day they'd be useful.
Sure. Useful. Great. Well, why don't you show us the stakes here, Phil?
Of course, this cheap Halloween best costume trophy that is a skeleton holding its own head.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
I didn't care about winning until right now.
I had the competitive spirit, and now I will crush all of my friends for this.
What's done is done. What's done is done.
So, speaking of things that are done, Drake, is there anything you'd like to do?
Phil, can I have a task?
Of course, we're going to start with the prize task. The Taskmaster, of course, is a fan of nefarious schemes and such, and so he's asked you to bring in the best item you've stolen.
Some shows would admonish people who steal stuff, but not here.
No, we're starting with that off the bat. Who do you want to see first? Would you like to see what Dominic has stolen?
Of course.
These galvanized brass cufflinks, which are from Todd's and normally retail for $200.
What is Todd's?
Is it more than one Todd, or is it like belong to
It
a
is
Todd?
They were Todd's, and he stole them.
the brand.
Yeah, fuck you, Todd.
Where did you steal them from, Dominic?
I was working a showroom of like elegant designer bags and knickknacks. That lady from Shark Tank, Lori, was there.
Lori Grenier.
So you not only stole from importers, but you stole from rich people.
Yes, absolutely. Again, I can't emphasize enough how shitty they look. They are just a circle.
The shittiness to value is very impressive.
Maybe you want to see Christine next.
Yeah, I would love to see Christine next.
I have brought a treasured stolen item. If you cannot tell, it is a neon green hat that says swag on it. I went to a party back in college with a friend, and my friend saw a guy and was like, that guy sucks, and he was wearing this hat. So I was inclined to agree with her. What are you gonna do when you see a douchebag wearing a hat that says swag, but knock it off his head, take it, and leave the party? And so this is my stolen item.
I will say, like, douchey dudes at college parties almost as bad as rich people.
Max, you're up.
Mine is so boring because I have such a conscience. But mine is a mask. When my couple roommates were going to California to quarantine over there, they texted me and they were like, hey, do you have the soft masks? We would like the soft masks. And I was like, I have 3 of them. I don't know where the 4th one is. I'm sorry, guys. And then they left. And then I found the 4th mask. Accidentally, I stole it, but I have no intention of returning it.
Max, I would say that's not stolen at all. That's just someone who moved out left in the apartment.
No, because they came back.
Oh, they came back specifically for the mask.
Not really. I'm sure that's one of the reasons, but I'm also in a different apartment, so I'm holding a stolen thing hostage.
Do you know how much the value of that mask is?
Oh, priceless.
The monetary value.
Absolutely.
Priceless. So 0. Lacking price. It's priceless. It's worth nothing.
Would you say a Ming vase is lacking price? No, it's priceless. People want it. People want this.
Be clear, you don't want it because it makes you feel bad.
You don't know that.
I do. You said
You
it.
said it.
You're right about that. It makes me feel terrible.
All right, Naomi.
Hello. First of all, I just want to say I didn't plan this, but it appears that all the color has been stolen from my skin. This is a candle. It is vanilla, diptyque. I don't know how to pronounce any of the words in this. I stole this from Camila Cabello's trailer when I worked on a commercial.
Right.
This candle is like $68.
That's like legit stealing.
Do you know if this was Camila Cabello's personal candle that she brought to set, or was
No,
it
it was
just
in
from
her rider, so it was purchased for her to be in her trailer. And then at the end of the day, while we were sort of cleaning out while she was in there, I just kind of went, oh, let me take this, and then I just took it.
All right, Allison, tell us about your item.
I stole this sign from the forest and the state of New York, mainly for the aesthetic. No sense of justice, no sense of stealing from someone because they deserve it, just because I like the sign. I like that it's a sign that just states a very obvious fact that the forest behind that sign is a wild forest.
If, like, someone that doesn't know about this forest gets to the edge of the forest where that sign was, they might think it's a tame forest.
It's true, but it's for the aesthetic.
It's like doing it for the vine. You know?
Yeah, do it for the vine, except it's the way my home looks.
For the first points of our season, Greg, what do you think? Who has stolen the best item? The best item stolen?
Yeah, see, I'm tempted to judge it based on who they stole it from, because like stealing from the government, fucking cool. Stealing from your employer and rich people, fucking cool. Stealing from an actor and your employer, fucking cool. But it's the best item stolen, and so we have to consider that. If I could give Max 0 points, I would, because he didn't steal anything. I would say the sign is probably the coolest thing to steal, because you're not going to get that unless you steal it. So I think Allison gets 5 points.
5. Okay, great.
4 points to Naomi.
This candle smells delicious.
Why do
You got 4 points.
No, I'm saying that's why I'm so passionate. This candle smells so good.
Dominic's stealing story, I think, is better, but cufflinks are not that impressive. So, like,
I'm with you, honestly.
if it's item, I think it's Christine and then Dominic.
2 points for Christine, 2 for Dominic. Great. All right, so that means for our first prize task of the series, Allison is in the lead with 5 points. Then we have Naomi with 4, then Christine, then Dominic, then Matt.
Yeah.
This is the first show. I want to know how our contestants see themselves.
Let's see a task where our contestants see themselves without seeing themselves.
Oh, now I remember.
This is what all the daily workouts have been for. Opening your mail.
Beautifully printed. There we go.
Thank you.
Moment of truth. I'm nervous.
Wearing this blindfold, draw a self-portrait.
All right. Warning, this blindfold, wearing this blindfold, draw a self-portrait. You have 10 minutes. Your time starts now. This is going to be terrible.
My time starts now. Okay.
Perfect. Perfect, no notes. Perfect, no notes.
They had to draw a self-portrait without being able to see themselves or the portrait. Would you like to see the 3 contestants whose first initials spell out the word and? Allison, Naomi, and Dominic?
Seems the only logical way to start.
I have like a technique for drawing myself.
See me putting on the blindfold. You can see me tightening it.
Having a technique for drawing yourself is kind of like this idea of, you know how your hair looks, and so you copy that. That's how you draw yourself.
Sure. I feel like I've already lost the plot on the circle. It's gonna look like a fucked up egg.
Got a round old head.
I don't know why I got closer to it. I cannot see a thing.
And then a smile, because I'm always happy. Praying this is the top of my head.
Oh fuck, I've totally lost my spot now. Okay. I've got hands and I've got feet and I got a body and hair, I think.
Eyes, it gotta go below hair, but where did I put the hair? Eyes are like little almonds with little things in them. then one over here. Good. So far.
I'm gonna do a portrait of what I'm wearing and what I look like right now. So I'm gonna put my little jumpsuit.
Oh, what cartoon is that where they got little fucked up noses like that? I'm sure you know it.
Like, what's a self-portrait? A self-portrait doesn't necessarily mean to me. It can be the things that I care about, but what the fuck do I care about? I don't know. Oh my god. Alright.
I'm adding Mario because he's part of my soul.
And then, of course, what is a smile but a bigger nose? And just a little bit below it, I've got like a little beard that goes right here.
I know that looks terrible. Like, you can just feel it coming out of your fingers.
It is literally just like, do I use my 10 minutes to draw a big grave for me to lie down in or a little grave? This is hell. This is hell and you're the devil.
Okay, I'm calling it. I'm done. I did it.
So I just want to say that my grandfather was an art teacher in the Bronx in the 60s. And a very talented artist.
I'm gonna turn it over, I don't want to look at it.
And I went to summer art camp for like truly a decade. This is what I've produced.
The hair I nailed. The jumpsuit looks good. It's just my head and face that really got away from me.
Oh my god.
Right off the bat, I have a question for Dominic. What is a smile, Dominic?
Well, it's a nose, but it's larger and below the nose.
Okay. I feel like if I asked like my 5-year-old brother what a smile is, he would have a different definition. Naomi, you're the only one who went in with a technique, which is hair-based entirely.
When you learn how to draw yourself, everything is the same, right? Circle, like triangle body, stick arms, stick legs, but then it's your hair. Your hair is how you learn how to draw yourself. Like, so I've always done bang, like side, and then just like cube of hair.
I just want to clarify, so humans are a triangle, a circle, and a cube, is that correct?
A variety. Like, Phil, you're entirely circles.
Okay.
Like, there are no cubes in your body. You're entirely circles.
And Allison, it looked like you drew your entire picture on top of itself. Was that like an artistic form of expression?
It could be.
All right, would you like to see the other two?
Yes, please.
Oh, I'm part of that.
More of an introspective self-portrait. We're gonna go a little more abstract.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Ears. Am I drawing on the table? Did I just draw on the table?
No.
No, okay.
I feel like anyone could look at that and be like, oh, a short person? We found Christine.
I already, in my mind, I can see that this is bad. All right. Nose, just the, the triangle nose that everyone has.
In my mind, this is gonna go towards the tree. The representation of the chaos within my brain and within my soul. That's really what this painting, I think, captures.
Shit. I'm just gonna do me screaming. Oh, is it that bad with it? Wait, what the fuck is that?
So I'm gonna draw friends. Let's add Drake. He'll have hair, because that's important to him. The Taskmaster.
I'm just gonna give myself a bow tie. Because, I'm a fancy boy. And then, okay, so did I do hair? I forget if I did hair.
That's all that self-portraits are, right? They're about people's heights.
Okay, so what else do I have? I got nose, ears, regular face. The way I'm drawing this now is exactly what it would look like if I had my blindfold off.
Am I allowed to use other colors?
If you can find them without taking off your blindfold.
Ooh, that's a fun challenge. I know that I have Sharpie highlighters somewhere.
Hold on, I'm gonna give myself, what's a cool, I'm gonna do the Red Hot Chili Peppers logo. Do the Red Hot Chili Peppers logo.
I think I would put a different color on the side, so I'm gonna assume a more middle one would be either yellow or orange.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I feel like the more I add, the worse it's gonna get from here.
There's no way that I can add anything of value to this.
I did get yellow.
You know what? It didn't come out terrible. I look psychotic. But honestly, when it's all said and done, it doesn't look, it's not the worst thing I've ever drawn.
This is not bad.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Great.
Wow, actual wow.
Do you think the only notable thing about you, Christine, is that you're short?
I think it's one of the more discernible qualities if you look at me.
3, so you got that right.
Max, at one point you referred to your face as a regular face.
Yeah.
You also seemed to forget if you had done hair or not, so just decided to pivot into Red Hot Chili Peppers focused art.
Red Hot Chili Pepper shirt that I wore every single day in high school.
You wore the same Red Hot Chili Pepper shirt every day in high school?
Day. It was red, it had the symbol, it said Red Hot Chili Peppers around it.
I like the idea that you used to be a cartoon character.
Have you seen me now? I'm like a big pot, I'm like a pot of spaghetti. I'm pretty much a cartoon character now.
A pot of spaghetti with a regular face.
I don't think your drawing was the one that looked most like a pot of spaghetti, though. I will say that.
Well, Phil, can we see what these all look like?
We sure can.
Coming to the Whitney in 2022.
All right, well, I'll say it looks like Allison just drew a cat with a tree head on top of it. Like, I know what part is supposed to be the cat and what part is supposed to be her, but it all looks like a cat to me.
What about the sun?
The sun does look like the sun. I like the sun. I would say that Max's does draw his spirit out the most. Like, if you showed me these 5 pictures and said, these are pictures of these people, tell me which is which, that's the only one that I might be like, oh yeah, I think that's Max. Yeah. So I'll say Max, 5 points. Next, Dominic's also looks like a person's. It doesn't really look like him so much, but...
I didn't have a beard when I drew it.
Oh, well, that does change everything. So 4 points to Dominic.
I do want to clarify, though, there was a moment in the video when he specifically drew a beard.
Yeah, I was blindfolded, though.
Well,
I put a blindfold over my brain.
a beard.
I
is
will
just
say
a
the
nose
beard is
that's
so
underneath
clearly
your nose.
behind everything, below everything else, that it basically could be like a banana off to the side.
So when you edit this, can you edit off everything that people have said except for Drake saying 4 points? Thank you so much.
Naomi's technique of drawing hair did make it so that the hair stands out, and it does look somewhat like her hair, so I'll say Naomi, 3 points. So, Christine, who are these other 2 people?
It's you and
One's
Phil.
me, I guess? Oh, okay. Did not catch that, but the pandering will not save you. 2 points to Christine.
I'll take it.
Sorry, Allison, this looks more like a cat to me than anything else.
All right.
Right.
1 point.
Artists are never appreciated in their time. When I'm dead, that's gonna sell for like $100,000 somewhere. I hopefully more
Or
than
someone will steal it.
that. I'll steal it from the dead. I'll be a ghost.
Yourself.
A ghost art thief.
Did we score in reverse order of the prize task?
Could be.
Not exactly, but not too far off. We actually now have a 3-way tie for second place. Naomi is in first place with 7 points. Those 3 have 6 points, and Christine has 5 points.
Rude.
Whoa!
Yeah, so we've got a 3-way tie for second. One way we can solve this is by doing another task. Do you want to see another task?
Let's see another task.
I've got a juicy task for you.
Yum, yum.
I literally went to Fairway today to buy 1 orange.
I'm a little nervous because I don't like oranges. Like, I'm very particular about citrus.
Peel this orange without using your hands. Fastest orange completely peeled wins. Oh, this is gonna be madness. I have a can opener, I have a knife, but I need something to stabilize it. My time starts now.
I wish I could ask one of my neighbors, because everyone has neighbors, but I don't know anyone in this, this place. I'm sure everybody hates us. Let's see. All right, I'm just going to use a peeler, put it between my legs, and probably scratch my shit up.
The rule seems simple enough. They have to peel it without using their hands.
We'll see what your definition of not using hands is, and if it lines up with our competitors. So let's start with Naomi.
Alright, I'm taking a big knife. Okay. Just gonna straight up stab through. Does the orange have to be intact? Like,
Whatever you think completely peeled means.
I just can't peel it with using my hands, but I can touch it, right?
If you think the Taskmaster will accept that, then sure.
Yeah, well, okay, because without using your hands, that's just peeling. Now I'm paranoid. Okay. Oh Lord, God help me. Does this part count, or can like you leave the white part? Fucking Christ. Should I swear? I shouldn't swear. Okay. Oh man, I keep trying to impulsively touch it with my hands. That's a nightmare.
The one thing you can not do.
Okay, I'm done.
Oh, Naomi left.
I'm here.
Perhaps as if she knows what's coming next.
I was just getting my tasks so I could read them very carefully.
Yeah, something you probably should have done prior to the tasks. So my main question is, what did you use to handle those knives?
I used my hand, and I just want to say that the idea that I'm supposed to use my feet or something to hold knives is absolutely fucking ridiculous.
I do want to say, for health and safety, we never said you had to use knives.
Yeah, I would agree. That would be ridiculous. It would be unsafe.
I'm sorry, hold up. I want to go to freaking court. Are we saying that knives don't count because our hands are manipulating the knives to peel the orange? We need a judge.
I am the judge. No. The knives count if you're not using your hands to peel something with them.
It was peeled with knives.
We'll get to your peeled orange later.
I know already.
I think we all know that the only knife sharp enough to cut this tension is the steel blade of capitalism. So stay where you are. Welcome back to part 2 of show 1 of the 3-episode Taskmaster Unauthorized Quarantine Edition. Before the break, Naomi peeled an orange for me without using her hands. Kind of.
Who's next, Phil?
Who's next? It's Christine.
Can I get tongs if I run really quickly?
Yeah, wait.
Okay, I come bearing most of the kitchen. This is a weird thing that I'm oddly bad at, even when I'm allowed to do it in a normal human way. This is actually easier than I thought. My tools have really helped me. No, wait, okay, I caught it to stop it from falling out. No, don't penalize me, it was a reflex. This is a massacre. That last bit, now it's slippery because the rest is wet and juicy. I'm so close. Okay, I'm on 3 minutes. This is embarrassing. Stop. I think I have a peeled orange, so I think I did an okay job, all things considered. Look, there's like little orange bits, but it could be way worse.
Well, obviously a great job. I see nothing wrong with that at all. She peeled the orange with tongs. Great. Who's next?
More weight.
We're moving on. So we just saw 2 contestants who used tools to their advantage. So let's now see Max and Dominic, who used a slightly different method.
Or can I use my mouth? Can I like peel? Does that count?
All right, I'm gonna debase myself on camera. Here we go. All right. Oh, honestly, not as hard. Honestly, it's a great orange from Fairway.
Oh, it's my time going shit.
All right. Oh, I didn't even wash this. If I get corona because I shaved an orange with my mouth, I'm gonna be so pissed off at you.
Fuck. Oh. Done.
Done. This is a completely peeled orange.
One of the most upsetting things I've ever seen.
Oh.
Yeah! I'm like a chip, baby.
Max, did you get COVID from that orange?
I'm maybe, but I don't have any symptoms, so that's hard to tell.
Did Fairway pay you to plug how good that orange was?
No, but they should. I fucking loved that orange.
They're sponsoring the show.
I had the opposite reaction to a good orange.
You were using a fork, though.
I was using a. So if there's a rule about it, then like sue me.
Well,
There's also the-
it did appear that you used your mouth to actually peel it.
Yes. I like accidentally ate like a lot of rind because I was ferociously spinning this thing and like chewing off the shit. And my roommate was like, "This is gross," because I'm spitting it off the floor.
Girl, you gotta know how to eat your oranges, girl.
I don't, girl.
Okay, let's see why Allison's on her own.
I'm really about to change the game on what the definition of peeling an orange is.
Oh, no.
It's gotta be a controversy.
It might not be as controversial as you think, Allison.
There's nothing said about not having props.
Does this have to be pretty?
This has to be peeled. It's all the information in the task.
What am I, a freaking sous chef? Yum. Does that qualify? Oh, this is gross. Okay. All right. Done. I'm calling it.
Okay.
I like that way you proudly showed off with the peels and not the unpeeled orange.
I've actually never interacted with a human orange before.
We should be clear that there's no peel-less orange inside to be found. It was completely destroyed and thrown.
I pulverized it. I actually think I somehow peeled an orange backwards, which is to remove the entire inside of the orange while maintaining the entire peel.
You may have orange to peel.
I've orange to peel, which I think is changing the game.
Change it to a different game, yes. So,
Well, let's hear the time.
I will say Naomi had the longest time with 5 minutes and 2 seconds.
Almost like everything she's argued so far was a moot point.
Second longest time was Allison with 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
Jesus Christ.
From the top three were Christine, Dominic, and Max. Christine with 3 minutes and 26 seconds. It's a reliable method, the mouth peel. Both Dominic and Max were exactly 3 minutes and 6 seconds.
Get the fuck.
Wow.
I want to high five you from across the world.
Yeah, dude.
I'm legitimately impressed by that. That's astounding news to me.
All right, well, then this is like the easiest task to judge. Dominic and Max are in joint first place with 5 points each.
Well, okay, wait. He used utensils. I used nothing.
You know what? I'll give it to you. 5 points to Max, 4 points to Dominic.
Wow, okay.
Because he did use the assistance of hands. I do think that's fair.
By timing, third place would be Christine.
Oh, I mean, they're all in joint third place with 0 points. They did not do the task as stated.
All right, that's fair. That has made a large difference in the scores. Allison is in second to last place with 6 points. Christine is in last place with 5 points. And then just one up from that, we have Naomi with 7. Dominic has 10 points and in second place because Max has 11.
Wow.
So that may have been the most stressful task to judge. I feel like this is probably the most stressful task for you guys to do.
That was not hard to judge at all. Maybe the easiest thing to judge.
Not to judge. I feel stressed. That's what I'm saying. I felt stressed by what just happened.
Phil, what do we have next?
We have a lot of very impressive contestants, of course, and
I feel uncomfortable right now with what we're about to watch.
So let's see how impressive our contestants are. Hello.
Hello, Bobby. Oh, it's recording.
Okay, here we go.
I just want to show off this beautiful wax seal.
Impress this actual Taskmaster contestant.
Impress this actual Taskmaster contestant.
This actual Taskmaster contestant. No, I hate this. I don't want to.
You have 10 minutes.
Your time starts now.
Oh, that's not fair.
Your time starts now.
We actually have 10 minutes.
I'm fully hyperventilating.
It was so scary. It was the scariest.
So bad, and
I actually feel like I could cry. I'm so nervous about how this is gonna go. Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Yeah, we might as well see if previous Taskmaster contestants approve of ours. We had 2 previous contestants, one from the first series of the show and one from the most recent.
I actually want to cry.
All right, well, let's start with Allison.
No.
Please welcome Josh Whitticombe.
Oh my god. Oh no. Okay. I'll be back. Hold on. We're gonna go on a journey to my basement where I've been learning to dance.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tap dance for you. Okay. Wow, this is so crazy. Hi, this is weird. Okay, hello.
The basement.
I'm putting on my tap dancing shoes.
Yeah.
I don't know if this will be impressive. Like if you're like,
I can't tap dance, so I'd say that's, you know, it's a good start.
yeah, I wanted to make sure it's like not some sort of like Fred Astaire prodigy. that you're
No, it's
how are you doing? How's life for you?
life's alright. Yeah, it's okay actually, isn't it?
Good. All right.
I mean,
Hey.
yeah,
That's
fine.
good.
Fine. Totally fine.
Fine and good. Okay.
Right, here we go. I thought that was very good.
Yeah.
Oh! That's the one.
That's the triple one. That looks fancier.
I thought it was very impressive.
Yeah?
I was very impressed by that.
I'll also give a little backstory. Like,
Yeah, go on.
I've only started to learn how to do this during quarantine. Started in March, like a child learning to walk. With
Yeah. You've used your quarantine better than most people have.
Thank you so much.
That was brilliant. Very impressive.
This is so insane. It's so nice to meet you via Zoom.
Love to meet you too. I think the fact she's used quarantine to learn that adds an extra topicality to the impressiveness of it.
I'm fully shaking. I want to cry.
Allison, I don't know if I've ever seen you more flustered. I'm very impressed by the tap dancing because tap dancing is something I've always wanted to be able to do, and I can't. But it did kind of seem like when like a little kid learns to dance and they show like a grown up like as a friend of their parents, and they're like, yeah, I'm so impressed. I do think he was genuinely impressed that you did something through quarantine, like you learned something.
Would you like to see an example of our other guest from the 9th series?
Yes, I would. Who will we see try to impress them?
Let's see Naomi try to impress him. Please welcome Ed Gamble.
Hello.
Hi, Ed.
Hi, Naomi. How you doing?
I have an electric keyboard here, but
That's impressive.
I could go to the roof, but would the Wi-Fi work there? And what would I do on the roof? Like, oh man, so I have a conch shell and I don't remember how it makes noise. Oh, no. See, there's a hole there, and you think, oh, the hole, that'll do it. It's sad because at one point in my life, I was like, all right, here, I got so much that I'm confident in. And now it's like, oh, everything I do is meaningless. I think I'm typically pretty good at this. I think I can guess the instrument we played in school.
Okay.
And I'm really toying between trumpet and French horn because I think French horn's a little alt. Creepily, I know that you like metal music, so does it translate? Who knows? I'm getting a trumpet vibe.
That's my guess, and it's gonna be so wrong.
It's wrong, unfortunately. You know, I like metal music, so you know I'm slightly impressed by that. The instrument that I used to play was the bassoon.
Does it impress you if I also played the bassoon?
If that's true, yeah.
I backflipped off a diving board when I was 12. I played the saxophone. I hurt my poor front teeth when I was these are fake. And the embouchure of the saxophone did not allow me to play for a couple years, so I played percussion. And then I thought, well, why don't I learn a different instrument? And they were like, well, bassoon won't hurt, because I didn't want to play the oboe.
And I will say I have seen Naomi take her teeth out, so I do know they are fake.
Okay. Well, hang on. If you can take your teeth out,
Bill,
why the hell aren't you doing that minute one of impressive former Taskmaster contestant?
because that was when I had them on a retainer.
I just got done from surgery. I'm missing 2 teeth. Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So we got the trumpet. We got the teeth video.
Well, the trumpet was a misfire, but that's all right.
Okay. Cool. Thank you, Naomi. I was impressed by her personality. The teeth video, sure, impressive. I would have preferred if she could have popped her teeth out properly. She blew into a conch shell and no sound came out, which I was impressed that she even tried that. Mildly impressed.
Okay, I want to say something here. So I was like, Phil, can we start early? I have a work call after this. I got let go from my job on that work call right after.
Oh, no.
And yet, this was the worst part of my day. And it's fine, I hated my job anyways. What was creepy about this day as well is I listened to his podcast, who's James Acaster, a great podcast called Off Menu. I listened to it in the shower, and so, like, a couple hours ago, I had been naked listening to Ed Campbell's voice, and I was like, I'm not gonna say this.
Well, one of my notes here is, in quotes, stalkery, question mark?
But also, Ed Gamble saying I had a nice personality is taking me through 2021. Thank you.
Well, that's nice to hear. I hope it can also take you through this next break. Welcome back to Taskmaster Unauthorized Quarantine Edition. We've taken a wrench and thrown it directly into our contestants' faces by means of introducing them to a couple contestants from the authorized version of the show for them to impress. I'd love to see a different approach to the task, Phil.
Who would you like to see next?
I think Dominic, if you're talking different approaches.
As we were doing it, I was like, I am upset that this is going to be on film.
Let's watch. Welcome. Josh, welcome.
Hi, Josh.
How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Yeah, I'm alright, yeah.
Oh, this is so fucked up. What's more impressive than communicating globally? Wow.
Wow, there you go.
Quarantine has given us so much. Are you impressed by disorder?
What is the disorder? Is it your?
It's my room. What the fuck?
Oh no, I wish I can deal with that.
Oh God, can you believe that I function here?
Whoa!
That's kind of impressive, don't you think?
It is. Do you live like that all the time, or is it just a bad day?
Stop the clock. No. Do I get 10 minutes to just continue to impress Josh?
Whenever you feel you've sufficiently impressed Josh, we will end.
I got 10 minutes. Let's hang out.
Okay.
Unless you're busy. Got these devil horns. Here's a suit jacket that's really good. That's impressive. My definition of impressive just keeps getting lower and lower, doesn't it, Josh?
Yeah, I've enjoyed the disorder. Really felt like the.
I knew it was good for something. I knew cleaning my room was a bad idea. It's food, because it's, you know, in a kitchen you've got food.
Yeah.
Oh, this isn't mine. It's James Joyce. This statue my roommate got, they found it in a porn movie, and then they found it online and then bought it.
Wow.
So I saw that in the background of a porn, because, you know, sometimes you look at the set dressing. Then I think let's close it on that beautiful note. Josh, it was so nice to meet you. Phil, I think I'm good. What a wild time. Have a good day.
Cheers. Bye. Doesn't he look like Daniel Radcliffe?
Woof.
I can't.
I'm fully having a mental breakdown.
The actual worst thing that I had done is that like, I had cleaned a part of my room before that video.
This is so
kind of a good day. Because I've seen the episode where they had to impress the mayor, and every time someone tried to do like a poem or something, it was just rough.
Sure, should we see Max's now?
No.
Yeah, let's see Max's.
Series 9 contestant Ed Gamble.
Oh my god.
Hello,
And,
Max.
Hi. Oh no, I have nothing here to do that with.
Oh man, I know this panic. This is the worst panic.
Tell me a little about yourself. Maybe that'll help me at all.
I am a comedian. I live in London.
Cool.
I like heavy metal music. I'm type 1 diabetic. I like shoes, like sneakers.
I cannot impress you there. This is my only pair of shoes. I've worn this type of shoe for 7 years.
Okay, Asics. Yeah, very nice.
Solid shoes. I was listening to Rage earlier, and I was trying to figure out the bass line to Come Like a Bomb.
Right, well, if you can do that, I'll be impressed.
No.
You've got longer than the duration of Calm Like a Bomb to nail the bass line.
While I'm doing this, tell me about your day.
Are you going to incorporate it into how you're going to impress me?
Maybe. I'll try.
I mean, if you can do the bass line to Calm Like a Bomb and also do a Zach De La Rocca style rap about my life, that would be perfect.
Okay, you know what? That's something I can do.
Went to the gym, then I recorded a podcast, then I cleaned my kitchen, then I made my dinner, and now I'm doing this.
What'd you have for dinner?
Cod and broccoli I had. Man, it's so great being on the other side of this panic.
Yeah, man, I bet. It's not great, but it is words. Here we go.
Hey, don't undersell it.
Ed Gamble on the Zoom as I scramble in my room, trying to write a rap about his day, like how he cooked cod and broccoli. He recorded on a podcast about what I don't know, maybe about working out, but I doubt that though. His kitchen is probably spotless. Damn, this rap is thoughtless. I haven't done this lately. Hope Ed doesn't hate me. What you say, what you say, what you say, what? How's that?
Fantastic. Loved it. Thank you, Max.
Thank you, Ed.
I said I liked heavy metal. He immediately zeroed in on Rage, which was impressive because I've been listening to a lot of Rage in the last few days. I enjoyed the rap of Day and Broccoli. I've never heard broccoli said like that before. And then I liked the little genuine moment at the end where he said, I hope Ed doesn't hate me. And I don't hate him. I was quite impressed.
Wow! Max, that was good!
Hell yeah,
That's
Max.
the best thing I've ever seen.
I'll say, Max, I think you made a genuine friend in that call.
I think so too. I want to call him.
He's the only one so far that I've heard the Taskmaster contestants say they were quite impressed by.
Yay!
So far, Max is coming off pretty good in this round, I think.
Hell yeah.
But we haven't seen everyone.
We haven't seen everyone. We only have one contestant left. Who would you like to see?
I would like to see Christine's next.
Good choice, because she's the one we haven't seen.
Hello.
What an honor. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing? You are also
Hello,
one of
Christine.
my personal favorite contestants of all time. I think that should be included in your introduction as well.
Thank you very much.
You must be having some like PTSD flashbacks to when it was you.
I genuinely am so glad I'm in my position rather than yours at this moment. I will say that.
I can baton twirl. That's an odd thing I taught myself how to do.
Oh, well, there we go. That's.
There
Do
we
you know
go.
what? That's a good one.
All I have on hand is a broomstick and a Swiffer stick.
So you haven't got a baton. We call
I
them
do
battles.
not.
over
I
here.
never did anything that legitimate. It was really just me trying to teach myself how to do this as a child. When I was younger, I taught myself how to do it with my right hand, and then I used to play a lot of sports, and so I injured my right hand at one point, and so I taught myself how to do it with my left hand.
Oh.
And then eventually, with practice, was able to do both simultaneously. That is one of the most randomly impressive things I can
Very
do.
good, very good. And also, very American, can I say? Very American.
Sure. I speak several languages. Can that be
go on.
considered impressive?
Yeah.
Not very American.
Not very.
I had to counter it. بحكي عربي. أنت بتحكي عربي شوي? That's Arabic.
Oh, Arabic, very good.
Est-ce que tu parles des autres langues à part l'anglais?
Anglais, so is that French? Is that
That one is French. Posso parlare un poco italiano?
Italian?
Yes, well done.
Yes. Well, you said Italiano halfway through.
Sure,
Yes,
that's a good clue.
Am I allowed to make a suggestion? But if you were to combine your two skills and...
Sure, okay, take two. Buongiorno, posso parlare italiano, بحكي شوي عربي. Je peux parler en français très bien. Je parle français depuis que je suis très jeune. No puedo hablar mucho español, solo un poquito. Not enough room. Thank you so
I
much.
thought that was a good end. Good climax to it, though. That's what you want. Bit of slapstick at the end. I was very impressed. Speaking 4 languages, baton twirling, both things that are so far away from what I can do that I was impressed. She was a little rusty on both, but you can't have everything, can you?
Okay. Well, okay. We know how this is gonna go.
Just give her all 15 points.
This is not the first time I've seen you say that you can twirl batons, followed by someone asking, "Oh, do you have a baton?" And you not.
Again, nowhere near that form.
Think of how impressive it would have been if you had pulled out some batons there.
If only. I do think I got some shock value of just immediately going to a closet and taking out 2 brooms. And Josh Whitticombe being like, what the fuck is happening now?
Well, as we've learned, he hates messes, and someone who can demonstrate that they have more than the one required broom to clean.
Sure.
If I could interrupt, I would not say that he hates messes. I would say that he's impressed by messes.
Is that the word you would use?
I'd say that's the word he used.
He used that amongst other words, for sure.
He didn't say hate, though.
You watch that again.
I didn't even think to ask what would impress him.
I will also say every other one of the contestants works in the entertainment industry in some way. They've all met and had to work with famous people at various times. You have not, and you were the most cool under pressure.
Thank you.
Because she's talented.
Yeah. That makes everything so much easier.
I wasn't also scared because it was Josh Whitticombe. I was scared because someone was asking for me to show them why I'm good.
Good thing this British stranger knows this now.
Well, we know how the British strangers feel, kind of. So, Drake, how impressed do you think the guests were by our contestants?
Look, Dominic, this doesn't mean you're a bad person, but I think you failed to impress the contestant the most. 1 point to Dominic.
I should have said how dirty my room is in Spanish and French.
That might have helped. In 4th place with 2 points is Allison, who, once again, I think dancing is very impressive. I don't think he found those dancing moves quite impressive enough. I think he was very polite.
Cool, I'm gonna go fully kill myself.
I'm going to hunt and kill Josh Whitticombe. I want that on camera.
I don't think that many of the things she said to try to impressed him, but I think just her natural effervescence of character was impressive in and of itself. So for that, Naomi gets 3 points.
All right, 2 left, Christine and Max.
I think both were very impressive, and I think both of the contestants came away having enjoyed the experience. I think Max should get 4 points. I think his thrown together rap did impress.
So 5 for Christine.
5 for Christine. I've always known Christine is impressive. It's good to have it confirmed by a celebrity from England. 5 points to Christine.
All right, so it's everyone's favorite part of the show. We're going to look at the scoreboard.
A great comfort in this trying time. The scoreboard.
In this well, Well, Allison is the only one in single digits with 8 points. Then we are tied for fourth place between Christine and Naomi, who both have 10. Dominic has 11 points. And then bounding ahead so far is Max with 15 points.
So it seems like it's anyone's game, except for maybe Allison's.
Except for Allison.
There's one thing left to do in this show, the final task. But there's one thing left to do before we do that one thing. That's right, baby! It's ad time! Welcome back to the final part of Taskmaster Unauthorized Quarantine Edition.
It's time for the final task, so it's time for our contestants to make their way to exactly where they are right now. Philip?
Drake? Lord Drake? Who would you like to read the final task?
I would like Dominic to read the final task.
Incredible.
All right, Dominic.
Each contestant must do an impression of a celebrity using only their face. Most accurate impression wins. Your celebrity must not be Robert De Niro.
Were we all gonna do Robert De Niro?
No,
Great.
before we finish this, just do our De Niros. 1, 2, 3. All right. You each have 100 seconds during which the Taskmaster will guess as much as he feels is deserved. Your time starts when Philip blows his whistle.
And I just want to say, using your face, I think Phil means don't talk. Just want to make sure everyone's on the same page before we begin. I don't want a repeat of the orange fiasco.
All right, so we're going to start with Max. All right.
Oh, Max, you gotta give me something else, man. This is it. A statue. Philip Romano.
I didn't realize how bad it was.
All right.
I was Renee Zellweger.
Oh! You know what? That's not a bad impression of her, actually.
Christine, you're going next.
Oh, Puss in Boots from Shrek. Oh, someone who's famous for being scared, clearly. I'm gonna try to mirror it. Maybe that will...
Like inspiration.
Who's the guy who voices Randall in Monsters, Inc.? That guy? Yeah, Steve Buscemi.
Oh, right, I was so close.
Christine, look who you were?
I was trying to do Jim from The Office, so like
I
look at
fucking
John
knew- oh,
Krasinski. Like, look at the camera and be
You
like, oh
looked
my god, is this
so
happening?
sad.
All right. Naomi, you ready?
Oh boy. Oh. Someone who screams a lot. I truly hate Phil in this moment.
Me too.
An opera singer or someone in a horror movie. Or the painting of that face that's shrieking, you know? Someone in the chat said Shelley Duvall, but I did not guess that. I read it in the chat.
But yes, you were correct.
Yes, I am correct.
Deciding, and my mouth is fucking killing me. Ow.
Once again, very good impression. Would never have guessed it on my own.
All right. Well, Allison, it's
Yeah, who are we gonna punish next?
Okay. Ready?
Donald Trump. Al Pacino. God, I hate this.
You can try another pose. I don't know if there's any.
Well, don't use your body.
Face only.
Okay,
Allison, do you
I'm getting a lot of
understand?
mixed messages.
Face pose.
Lift your face!
And your face.
Okay, I'll try a different face. Did you get it?
I didn't. You'll be shocked. Alright, Phil, the time is up. Allison, who were you doing?
Clint Eastwood.
Ah, yeah, that's good.
All right, Dominic. Last up. Let's see if you can get a guess. Ready?
John Mayer. Oh, Albert Einstein. Once again, I feel like this is probably really good. It is evoking thoughts in me. Puss in Boots from Shrek.
He does, oh my god.
Mick Jagger.
Dominic?
Am I out of time?
Yes.
Okay, it was Leonardo DiCaprio.
By the way, I love how Drake knows 3 celebrities and one of them is Puss in Boots.
Hey, Drake, would you like to judge how accurate these all were?
I'm gonna need a second here. Oh boy. I've made my decisions. Do I feel good about them? No.
Oh, but you should. Okay.
Okay, I feel great about them. My word is law. The best impression, I think, was Max's Renee Zellweger. I think when he said it, I was like, oh yeah, that actually is really great.
Okay, it is no longer anybody's game, but let's continue.
Okay. Second up, I think Naomi's Shelley Duvall. Third is Allison's Clint Eastwood. Then Dominic's Leonardo DiCaprio. I did need to be walked through it a bit before I really saw it, but yes, good impressions. And then I think Christine is the only one who did a bad impression. Sorry, Christine. 1 point to Christine.
Whatever, I'm just here to hang out. Happy birthday, Phil.
We love alienating all of our friends. Happy birthday, Phil. I threw away, well, let's be fair, like 3 friendships and acquaintance and whatever Naomi and I were.
We're doing this.
Can we... The old reliable scoreboard is the only thing that can save my dignity and the night now.
Everyone is in double digits, and there's double ones. There's 2. Allison and Christine both have 11 points in last place.
What up, Christine? High five.
Hell yeah.
Dominic is next with 13 points. Naomi just bumping up a little bit with 14. And then quite ahead is Max with 20 points.
Woo!
Max, please take the virtual stage and claim all of your stolen goods.
Everybody came up right now.
Let's go.
Put your pants on.
And scene.